you've ever watched my show, you know what a huge animal lover I am. But some animals, well, they do things that are, they're just plain weird. So today we've got one of our favorites. Our pal, veterinarian Dr. Ernie Ward is back. And we're going to play one of my favorite games. We're going to check out some unusual pets to answer the burning question, is that normal? So, I mean, I love this, and we've got some great ones today.
Oh, we do. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Let's start with a dog that I have something in common with, you might say. Watch this.
Hi, I'm Erin, and this is Xena, my 10-year-old Siberian Husky. The problem with Xena, in case you haven't guessed, is she loves to talk. Who's at the door, Xena? When I have company over, this is how, a prime example of how she acts. She has to talk and be a part of the whole conversation. All right, Xena, I'm on the phone, okay? Whenever I get a phone call, the dog wants to immediately talk. It's like she wants to know who's on the phone with me and what's going on. And people will say, what's that whining in the background? When I come home from work, she's very vocal. It's almost like she's telling me about what her day was all about. We're gonna go for a walk in a few minutes, okay? All right? So relax. Xena's problem in the car is she is vocal constantly. I mean, we can go on like a 2-hour ride, and this dog will be talking from Andover down to Cape Cod. It doesn't stop. She's compulsive. It just wears on you. Enough! Enough!
Now, I'm a bit of a chatter myself, I have to say, so I understand a chatterbox. And you know, she's so beautiful. Xena's with us. Xena and Mom Erin are both here with us, and she's always been a chatter.
Since she's been 5 months old, she has not stopped.
So
Chatterbox.
My first girl, Boo, God rest her soul, Boo talked all the time. She would sing if you turned the radio on. She'd grunt. She had a little deviated septum, maybe, and she'd sound like a little piggy. And, you know, she was always talking to me or Grandma, you know, and I always thought that was normal. Is this normal?
This is normal behavior, but a couple of things. I mean, here we've got what I would call a golden gossip girl because she's 10 years old as a Siberian Husky. The first thing when I see patients like this, though, just in general, I want them to check with their veterinarian to make sure they're not having any hearing or visual problems because we see a lot of cases at our clinic that they start to bark and vocalize excessively, sort of inexplicably to the owner, and it turns out that they've actually lost vision or hearing. So I know that may not be the case here with Xena, but just always in general check with your veterinarian first. But barking is normal behavior. I mean, there's social creatures just like us, and some are more social than others. And
some like to chat.
They like to vocalize and so forth. And this is a breed that, of course, is known for being very loud. A couple of quick things, though, when I'm just teaching in general, and this is something to discuss whether or not you want to discourage this behavior or not, but we typically tell people how to teach the quiet command, or, you know, especially for dogs that are barking enough to get the neighbors aroused or whatnot. And simply, there's a couple of ways to do this. When I'm teaching quiet, we say, okay, as soon as they start to woof, I mean, the very first whoop that they start to do, you issue a confident but stern quiet, okay? You have to be very, you know, calming about this. Get their attention and then call them over to you. Hopefully she comes, so come, and then reward or praise the quiet behavior. Now, many dogs in the audience, that people are going, my dog would never do that, right? They're already barking up a storm. So the next step is to do an interrupter. So let's say you try the quiet. They're like, forget you, I'm still going to bark, or whatever. Okay, so then you want to do an interrupter. And the key with an interrupter is make a loud enough noise to startle but not frighten, okay? Because we don't ever want to cause them to be fearful of this. So, you know, shaking a can, you know, clapping your hand, stomping your foot at things. Get their attention. And as soon as you make that noise, you issue the command, quiet. Hopefully they look at you and go, what is this? Come Xena, okay? And then you reward and praise that. Finally, for people that do need a quick fix, because often I'm getting a phone call, I'm getting kicked out of my apartment complex or whatever, we can use the bark-activated citronella collars. Now, I don't believe in shock collars. I don't believe in any type of punishment. But dogs don't like certain smells, just like we don't. So citronella is a composite of grasses. It's kind of an offensive odor. And what it does, as soon as they bark, it goes, makes this little puff of this offensive, yucky stuff, and they go, stop, and then again, you can, of course, reinforce positive behavior. But again,
That's for a very severe case.
Yeah, the people that are about to get kicked out, I mean, I get those phone calls, so last resort, yeah.
I've never seen a better behaved dog. Xena's been great.
She's wonderful. Thank you.
You know, it's like on... And now she's talking. She hears me talking about her.
Beautiful dog.
Okay.
her to tell if this is normal or not for the other dogs,
yes.
because, you know,
yes.
she is the expert.
Absolutely. 100%. Of course. Yeah. And that too. So we have more normal or abnormal pets after this. Favorite people, Dr. Ernie, talking about dogs. And today we're talking about animals that are, well, they have some very quirky behaviors. This one has, well, sort of a potty issue.
Okay.
Yeah, let's watch this.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Ed and I have 2 pugs, and their names are Pygmalion and Guillotine. Guillotine suffers from what we call the sacred pee issue. She's such a sweet little dog, non-aggressive. Do that toy.